Hey YouTube. Today is what, the 30th. I am at the Marriott in seclusion for 3 days, which is not like I'm not used to it, being by myself, but I came to the conclusion that I have to leave Rwanda to regroup. So I've been crying because I don't want to leave. You know, I sent Mr. Big a text on WhatsApp this morning, telling him I probably have to leave. The lady I hired in the US, she apparently she ran off with my money, so she was like my backup plan for my group, for my social media, because I haven't been able to secure the laptops that they need for them to start working. So we missed our deadline on starting the YouTube channels. So she was like my backup plan, because me hiring her to do my .coms for Commercial Business Integrated and Manifest Africa, she was also supposed to do a streaming and train my team how to put the videos on there, or some kind of videos. And plus, she was supposed to do my just my websites, everything that encompass that, with my blog page, help me with the initial ebook to sell, just all of that. So, besides the logo. And anyway, my marketplace that I wanted to do, I had signed a contract with her, but luckily only gave her the down payment. But she's not gonna do it. So she even came up with an excuse of, I don't know, somebody working for her was in a tsunami or something, or a flood in another country, and he's lost his hard drive, which is possible, but the bottom line is, not that I don't believe her necessarily, but the bottom line is she didn't perform. So I asked her for a refund. I hope she'll send my money back, the deposit I gave her. If not, I just have to go back to the US and sue her in small claims court. That was very disappointing, because that was my backup plan to not being able to find not be able to get the laptops I needed for the 250 folks, for them to start the editing and the uploading. I needed to rent a car. The lady I was gonna rent from, she went from $550 to $650, which is not that big of a jump, but to be quite honest with you, I don't even have a $550 at this point. I mean, it's time to pay my bills, my son. It's time for another college payment. We're on a payment plan, which, his college and his piloting classes were my priority. He didn't go to piloting. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I finally got my house on Airbnb. I guess that's a learning curve, because that's not really jumping off. I had 2 bookings. One was for a month, but because I had signed up for the discount with Airbnb, I think it was only like $2,400 for the month. That's not even my mortgage. So I was like, and then they said that the average in my neighborhood, people were getting like almost $500 for 2 days. So I'm like, how am I getting $2,800 just for a month? So I declined that. I asked them to pay, I think like $5,000 for the month, and plus they didn't want to do share housing, so they wanted the whole house. I was willing to give them the whole house, but I was like, for $5,000. Then I asked them, could I do a 15-minute pre-scheduled once a week inspection to inspect my furnishings and everything because they had 2 small children. So they declined. Then I had another person, they wanted 12 days for $1,400. I probably should have just took it. But like I said, if they're making $500 every 2 days out in my area, I don't know. That's smart. I had clicked that smart pricing button. So what it did, I thought I was giving like a 10% discount per week. But when I looked at how I calculated it, it did it per day. So I was like, oh, you could keep the $30 discount per day, but let me take off this extra. It was like $16 or $17 per day. And so they declined to reschedule. So, and he went and bought him a new BMW SUV or something for Christmas, which he definitely deserves it. So he's complaining about, you know, finances now. Then I gotta pay, you know, my rent. And I have just been on this journey trying to figure out what this block is, this financial block. Like, when I talk to people about business, I have their attention. You know, they talk to me for hours. They ask me questions, they're engaging. You know, even in the group, you know, I've had retired CEO and his wife engaging me for hours. You know, someone that works in Congress, a couple that owns commercial property, other small business owners, and then even people. I mean, even had a college professor that teach African studies, I believe, asked me to speak to her class. You know, I've been on the local news in 2 different countries.
سعيدة بتلك الاحتفالية الرائعة. دوما ما كنت أحلم بزيارة الأقصر، إنها مدينة رائعة وأهلها طيبون جدا.
You know, I just don't understand what the block is financially for me to move forward. I mean, I have empathy, you know, to help other people. I want to help the economy, the African American economy and the economy in Rwanda. You know, one of the people that works with Ghana for the year of the return on the tour, she was like, she works with the government. She was like, you know, they really just want consumers. You know, they don't want African American investors, which is weird because it's like, but y'all run into the Chinese, you're running to the Indians, you know, you're running to the Russians, you're running to the Egyptians, you're running to the Germans. You're running to the French. You know, what is this block? You know, it has to be something way beyond, has to be like just something so spiritual. You know, like, it's like, I'm just so tired of spinning my wheels, you know. Then you sit and you wonder, why do I have all of this talent? You know, all of these people flocking to me, listening to me. You know, I can't, it's like, how do I figure out how to turn that into money in my bank account so that I can invest and help? You know, I have been abstaining from sex pretty much. You know, I only have sex maybe 2 times a year the last few years. I've been abstaining from alcohol, wine. I've been abstaining from food, you know. I've been abstaining from chemicals. I've been abstaining even from relationships. I've been meditating, I've been researching, reading. You know, I even started abstaining from making myself come because I was like, read some book about raising the Kundalini, you know, trying to raise my awareness. You know, now I've learned about giving libations. I've learned about the ancestors. So I've been doing that, talking to the ancestors, you know. So, you know, as y'all know in the backstory, I got a loan. The market is down. So the money I had left, I can't short sell. I can't short sell. So the few coins that I have that have made a profit, you know, I have to sell those to pay my bills, pay the loan, pay Carson's, piloting. It's just always, I haven't been writing much at all. You know, initially I thought I was gonna come here and just write my first book. I was trying to come up with so many ways to sustain my finances so I could write. Then the girl I was staying with in my room, she's like a high priestess, or she's a mason or something. She taught me a lot. You know, she gave me a lot of information. And you know, she was like, some wealth, you know, it's just given, like, and I've always been given stuff. So maybe it's just the ego that wants the money, the actual cash in the bank, so I can make decisions, invest, you know. Because even one time she ordered food, I ordered food, I didn't have to pay. I get discounts, you know, all the time. Like on my little statue, the scribe I got, they started out at $7,000. I ended up getting it for $800. You know, the chefs, they always prepare me personal great meals due to my allergies, but in Egypt, they were just, it was really kind of going beyond that, you know. Just don't know, you know, like, I want to have the freedom and the security to go around all parts of Africa, all parts of the world, and learn, give back, help people invest, start businesses, make a profit, you know, be able to care for my children, my grandchildren, help my family, you know. I guess hopes, wishes, and dreams that everyone has. You know, so I don't know. I just, you know, then my feminine side, you know, I want to shop, have nice things, live in nice environments. So I have to meet with my group on the 3rd, let them down. Wanted to send them to videography school. I was gonna ask for donations and open a nonprofit. I was like, I can't even do that because I don't have my websites up. My channels aren't up. So I think I at least I don't want to lose them. So at least they have a 3-month program. Try to sell short some of my coins and just send them, at least 3 of them. I said 3, but I have 5. Well, now I have 6, so I want to be able to help them. So I'm hoping, like my lawsuit I have in February, the trial starts. You know, it's a value case, so maybe I'll get some type of large money to where I could do my lodge. I could start my lodge when I come back, you know, get all the equipment I need and everything, buy the land I need, get some transportation. I mean, you have to buy a car as soon as you get here. You have to. That's just the bottom line. So, need to have a car for over here when I come back. So hopefully, you know, I should get the money and I'll be able to regroup and come back by March. If these people don't file for an appeal or some crazy shit after I win, you know, it's not a determination of fault, you know, it's just my injuries and everything. I was trying to get all this stuff sorted before I have to have surgery. So I have to be cut right here on my throat with 2 discs replaced in my neck. Eventually, you know, they told me when the pain gets unbearable, which I'm able to, after some years of therapy and everything, I'm able to tolerate it. But it's just like always there, you know, it's like always there, you know, so I need to start working with my cells to heal myself. Now that I've learned about that, and I do believe that is actually possible. I believe it's actually possible. I tried some stem cells, but they just, I don't know, they worked for my bladder. They didn't work for my neck, to be quite honest with you. So I'm done venting. I gotta finish crying so I can put my eyelashes on. The testing people are here for my 3rd day, so they give a rapid and a PCR at the same time. And then on day 7, I have to take another PCR, but yeah, I'm gonna put my eyelashes on, quit crying, because I don't want to go home without accomplishing, you know, my goals. I wanted to be settled before I had to get surgery, then to come back in March. I planned on getting surgery in June when my son would be out of college to help me. I mean, he's failing classes. I mean, how do you get an A in engineering and a D and an F? I mean, it's beyond me. So I told him I was going to look for some college for him. He's going to have to come with me. It's like he won't take care of his business without me staying on top of him. And try to find him a university here for engineering and maybe piloting. Bring him here for a semester or a year. He doesn't want to come. He don't want to go to Africa. You know, I feel so bad that I just always had him in, you know, I always stole addresses to put him in suburban schools because, you know, you're taught that white is right. You know, they teach you better, they learn better, it's better to learn from them, when really all it was the books were ahead. You know, but I just, you know, it was a mistake that I feel that I made. Now he doesn't even want to come to Africa. He's like, I don't want that to be the first country in my passport, Africa, you know, like something. He just, you know, I try to tell him, subconsciously, you're thinking something's wrong with Africa. Subconsciously, you're thinking something's wrong with you, you know. So that's such a disappointment for me. I feel like as hard as I tried, you know, in a sense I failed. But I brought another lady, my tour buddy, with me, and she said she was raised like that, and she's almost 40, I believe, and so she's just now waking up. And she said it really helped me talking to her, because she was like, she felt the same way. Her and her siblings and 2 of her brothers are still asleep. So it gave me hope, and it gave me confirmation that I need to get him over here as soon as possible. Like she said, while I still have some sort of control, you know, to make him come. Because like I told him, you know, you can't put a roof over your head. You can't pay for school. You can't pay bills. You can't pay for a car payment. You're going to have to do what I say. So, but I hate for it to be like a punishment when it's a privilege. When it's a privilege to come to where your ancestors are from and to be around your people. And with his intelligence, I just know that he can make a good impact here as an adult. So it's just a lot that has me feeling low energy. Just so low energy today. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. So low energy. I haven't even dealt with anything with my attorney concerning my dad. Oh, now I've been watching Bobby Hemmett for 3 days. Trying to figure out, you know, what is it that I'm doing wrong concerning getting this money so that I can move forward in business and in life. I always have enough, I'll tell you that, and some extras, but I don't have what I need and want, because my wants are my needs, to be quite honest with you. So I just don't want to hear all that negativity about be grateful for what you got. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Some shit some white people, colonizers or something, done put in our head. That's some bullshit. So thank you. I'm mustering up a smile. Looks like I'm going to be here maybe another week. Maybe 2, I don't know. But I was planning to leave January 30th, but I think I'm going to only stay like maybe another week because of finances. So might as well just go on home and drive Instacart and DoorDash for a couple hours a day and, you know, do paperwork the rest of the day. I don't know. I do not want to go back there, I'm telling you. It's like nothing worked out. All the income that I should have been getting with my car. My son won't take my car to get fixed so I could put it on Turo. I need to do that. Get this Airbnb thing together. My garage door broke right the day I left. Get the Airbnb together. Get that money flowing in. Try to figure out how to get my channel up. I have plenty of videos. It's probably, this is 2021, December 30th. It might be sometime mid-2022. And before this video is even posted and y'all watching it, I don't even know. Maybe I could get it done in the first quarter of 2022. So please subscribe, thumbs up. Share, support. Thank you.
She came onto the country shores
As if she were a 100-year storm. Most would heed the warning in time. Take shelter before even catching the enticing smell of the beautiful coming rain. a few godlike men, yet untamed by Mother Nature, would embrace the strong, somehow comforting change of winds, allow themselves to take up the treasures revealed, left behind her impassioned path, knowing her omnipresence is in the same nature of themselves, which called unto the storm.